All right, ladies and gents, Draft Labs ADAM Tournament Series Season 2, Week number 7, AMAM versus PNGOP. AMAM 1-0 over PNGOP right now, looking to hold on to their undefeated reign in Draft Labs. Oh, I wonder if Tom Kench gets this the buff, the spell shield from Sivir when he eats her up, because it shows it around him, which is cool. Oh, that would be really cool if when he ate somebody, he took whatever kind of buff they had. That'd be really nice. So you eat up a Sivir with a spell shield, and you get your next spell shielded. That'd be very cool. It's always the overlay. Yeah, I know. Lady Santa locked down by Avernus, but no follow-up. Nice save there by Jane Core. This Tom Kench should be used well, but this is the first time we've seen PNG play it. Now, I'm not sure if AMAM expected another team to have it this quickly. AMAM only unveiled it just 2 weeks ago. And they weren't here last week. They were sitting out last week, so alright. I asked them to sit out last week's tournament series to allow some of the other new teams to play. Lady Santa locked down again. There's a black shield down, so crowd control potential is fairly high here. A catalyst on the Tom Kench, you guys. We need to see an Aegis being built by PNG this game. It is a must on any composition, on any team, in any match. Strider, he's locked down. He's saved, though. That was close. Gross Pigeon, he's also knocked up, but, well, stunned and knocked up at the same time. I guess Nami's stun is a little bit unique. Nice dodge there from Frozen and Strider. Ooh, that would have been a great lockdown as well. Another black shield forced. And PNG are getting the advantageous position here. While Jane Core saves Sivir, they might be able to turn things around. Frozen now going to be healed up by the Nami. PNG looking really good. They have the wave clear. If they can clear out these waves quickly enough, they can put AMAM into a position where they haven't really been too often. And then it's going to be up to PNG to outplay them in the laning phase and outplay them in skirmishes rather than simply playing so defensively that they don't take damage. This is a very important position here. Gross Pigeon trying to deal the damage that he can, but doesn't find too much. Nice body block there by Jane Core. Really nice. Didn't allow Gross Pigeon to get by his own wall. Strider almost locked down, but Jane Core probably would have been there to save him. This is a really good team to have a Tom Kench in, or at least a really good matchup to have Tom Kench in. You have two enablers on Team AMAM in Lux and Morgana. They land their snares, and the remaining members of the team follow up. That's what Tom Kench is. He's an anti-enabler, an anti-capitalizer, you could say. So now, when he eats an ally up, AMAM are going to be forced to back off and disengage and not follow up off of Morgana Bind or off of Lux Bind. This is actually a huge pick here for PNG. I didn't realize that up until just now. So now the enabling potential of AMAM is very, very reduced with the Tom Kench here. But even one mistake, as we've seen before, even one mistake made by PNG, AMAM will capitalize. Ooh, Jane Core snared, as is Avernus. They're going to capitalize on that one, but Avernus did get nommed up just at the right time. Lindsay Wolf dealing damage that he can. He's locked down. Jane Core is there, wants to get the noms, gets exhausted, and still taking damage. Now, he's not here to save Strider, who's taking damage as well, and he's forced to flash. Nice outplay there. Jane Core potentially going a little bit too far. That was not going to come quickly enough. The noms onto, what is it, Wolf, was not going to come quickly enough for him. That was an Alistair situation, not a Tom Kench situation. Just goes to show his lack of experience on this champion. Nice knock up here. That should be a dead wolf. Nope. Yeah, it is. Nice work. Avernus capitalizes. First blood goes to PNGOP. Wolf, what is it, Wolf? Notorious for giving up first blood in AMAM's matches. Sticks to his name. At least he's still doing it, you guys. I just realized I still have the music on. I gotta turn it off. There we go. And now PNGOP, they're in the advantageous situation. They got the early skirmish down. They're doing a good job. But can they win as quickly as AMAM does? That's the question. The sustains from Nami are great. And the stuns from Nami are also great and can allow Strider and Frozen to both capitalize. But they also, all around, don't have that much damage available to them. Tom Kench dealing littles. And Avernus dealing littles as well. Now Gross Pigeon gets the lockdown to Jane Core. He can't eat himself. They're going to force him out of his thick skin. And now as his team is disengaging, Wolf is still able to capitalize. 1 for 1. Or 1-2-1 in kills now. Aven is potentially too aggressive here. Lots of sustain for the Kog'Maw in this situation. Great Mark Dash. Gross just forced Frozen into that Mark Dash and forced his Flash away as well. And now with a 4 vs 3 advantage, AMAM are fighting back. Even still, this is not a bad situation for PNG to be in. They have plenty of wave clear to deal with this. Right now, they might need to just sit back and go back into that little playstyle that they had before. They delayed enough. We're already almost 6 minutes into the game. If they only just now start to get sieged on, then they're going to be in a really good spot. Avernus locked down, forced out of an ultimate, and ends up getting only one knock, if I'm not mistaken. Frozen way too far forward, looking for something. Not going to find it. Flash from Rare Candy. Has one chain, forces another flash out, and now, with Rare Candy knocked up, Lady Santa flashes and secures a kill. Ooh, not a good place for Avernus to be. He was caught. He was caught there. But at least the wave clearers are still available here. Strider, at least, is available. They need to clear out this wave, you guys, because AMAM are going to deal too much tower damage. They need to give up as little as possible. Nice damage from Jane Core. Ooh, we'll pick up a kill. Rare Candy gets the execution, but ends up securing one, or ends up giving one over to Jane Core. Now, Gross Vision, he's going to be looking for the same thing. He ends up giving his kill up to Strider. Double kill for Strider. Now with Jane Core aggressing Wolf. Wolf's going to turn around and try to deal as much damage as he can. Gets a good bit off. Jane Core saves out his carry, and boom, just like that. Kog'Maw explodes. And now Strider, he's going to get himself an execution, but PNG definitely coming out on top in that situation. I'm not sure if they're going to go for any more executions here. That's not going to be the case. Oh, nice work. Nice work from Jane Core. Saves out Frozen from that tower hit. That was awesome. Good damage from Frozen. Frozen building into a VF sword and a Bloodthirst right off the bat. Not a bad build for a Sivir. Later on, he's going to have to build in some attack speed as well, and most likely some movement speed to dodge out from those snares. Maybe a Quicksilver Sash later on. And that's all way down the road. Frozen taking damage. He's locked down, but Jane Core's there to save. A good save from him. And now with that, right as soon as any champion gets saved by the Tahm Kench, all of his allies are able to kind of select their targets, because all those targets were looking for that one champion. It almost too often comes as a surprise to the enemy whenever a Tahm Kench saves an ally like that. Which is good. Always works well for his team, because then they can catch the enemy team on their heels. Game going nowhere fast, you guys. 5-4, a 300 gold lead in favor of PNGOP. But the game has not gone far enough yet to determine whether or not they've got this game over AMAM. Gross Vision, he's locked down, but he's got plenty of sustain, you guys. Frozen also going to be taking damage from Gross and Wolf. Lux ultimate gets shielded. That was so crucial. And now with Nami here, Frozen's going to be safe. They evade some aggression from AMAM, and the damage that AMAM just put down is not going to stick. And they're about to hit their level 9 power spike soon, in which case Nami is most likely going to have rank 5 in her heal. Yep, rank 5 in the heal. And the next level, and then Frozen's going to be perfectly fine. So once we get past 15 minutes, past level, I guess I'll say past level 11, then Nami's heals are going to be even better than they are now. It's going to be huge. Jane Core's going to be getting more tanky. Strider's going to have more damage. It's all going to be good. Nice ultimate from Strider, but all the damage is negated. Right now, PNG still playing defensively, but they're doing a great job at it. The ultimate from Avernus. They're trying to find an engage here. They get one knock up. Make that two. Rare Candy's isolated here. Going to probably counter with an engage of his own. Doesn't have the time, though. He's munchied up by Jane Core. Jane Core needs to pop the thick skin. Gets it down right. Rare Candy not taking the damage required. He doesn't even fall. 1 for 0 so far in AMAM's favor. Frozen, he's locked into a tough situation. He's going to fall. Avernus and Strider, the only two left available. Now in exhaust. Avernus is in trouble. He's going to fall, and that's a 3 for 0 in favor of AMAM. Overcommitment? I think so. That engage was not required. PNG needed more time to scale. You take AMAM past 15 minutes and you're taking them into a place that they haven't been very often. And there you most likely can outplay them with your heals that are going to be excellent. Strider, now he's going to be the next one to fall. Here comes Frozen and Jane Core to try and capitalize here. They get 1 kill, and they're defending this tower as well. Great ultimate from Jane Core to bring Frozen in. That's 2 kills for PNG so far in this skirmish, but AMAM still dealt damage to the tower. Wolf, now he's being aggressive, and he should end up going down here to the Tahm Kench. While Frozen is now simply clearing out the waves. Well played. I did not expect that, you guys. I thought that was a huge victory for AMAM, that team fight, but it wasn't. They barely got any damage onto that tower, and now with these quick kills in succession, PNG might be able to push down this next tower and get the first one of the game. That is the case. PNG are fighting really hard this match, you guys. Really, really hard. Siren says, I don't think Lakes can take the match tonight. No, it's okay. I ate a banana, dude. It's all good. I ate a banana. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Save yourself. Don't worry about me. Ooh, here's the dance in the center of the game, in the center of the map. So these minions are clashing right dead in center. This is a great opportunity for either one team to start pushing the enemy team, which it looks like PNG are going to do, or the other team to create a team fight situation. Both teams just want to get these waves cleared out. AMAM are going to work hard at keeping these waves forward because they want to have as little space to run as possible. But they have to respect the heals from Avernus. And now, level 9, the heals are going to be excellent right now, and they're only going to get better from here. PNG, they made the long run. They survived the early game. And now, in my opinion, this game is theirs to win. They do have to be careful of the late game AD Kog'Maw, though. That's going to be a nuisance, and they're going to have to lock him down and focus him if they want to be able to win this game. Frozen, isolated but saved. Hey, you can bring a chair over here and watch him over here if you want. More trades, but nothing too crazy happening. Nice ultimate from Santa, but still, it just doesn't find enough. That ultimate's going to be healed off right away. PNG taking AMAM 12 minutes without AMAM securing a single tower in the game. This is, I'm not sure, I remember the last time this happened, you guys. AMAM, they're in for a much longer game than they expected. And now, what we need is a nice lockdown. Ooh. Sivir taking lots of damage. Nice little play there, though. Sivir moves forward, gets a couple auto attacks off, and then is saved by Jane Core. We need a stun from Avernus onto What Is a Wolf, and then a follow-up ultimate, and then follow-up damage. They need to kill What Is a Wolf as fast as possible, because he's going to have massive amounts of damage if we take this game past 20 minutes. Flash forward from Avernus into the ultimate, finds absolutely nothing on the entire spell rotation. Nothing was gained from that. Now, an ultimate advantage for Team AMAM, but that doesn't really mean too much. It's not like they have an Alistar here. Nice lockdown there, and a save. Frozen, he wasn't the one who was saved. He was locked down, and he's going to go down. That's all the wave clear for blue side, dying off in one fell swoop. Not all of it. You still have Strider, and he probably has enough. But without his ultimate available, he might not be able to do it quick enough. Now, Avernus locked down as well. And, oh my goodness, man. AMAM, they want to turn up the heat here. They get the pick. And now they're going to shove into the tower. Gross Pigeon potentially diving as well. This might be the first tower of the game, you guys. We need Ziggs to clear out these waves, but he's not doing it. He's unable to. Strider simply trying to deal damage instead. First tower for Gross Pigeon. And AMAM. And it doesn't look like they're going to be able to continue this one. That pick onto Frozen was crucial, man. Crucial. A great little play. I wish I could replay it, but I'd have to go back too far. The pick, so you got one lockdown from Lux onto Nami. And then Jane Core comes in, saves Nami, but then right after you see Sivir lockdown. Now Jane Core, he's in trouble. Forced out of the Mikhails, he survives somehow. Ultimate doesn't find him. He survives somehow, and that's okay because you have the Nami heals. Great lockdown of Santa. Ultimates are being thrown. Lots of damage on the members of AMAM. Is there a Sivir ultimate available? No, it was just popped a minute ago. Less than a minute ago, probably like 20 seconds ago. Uh-oh, Strider. You're dunzos, my friend. Those snares are important, and Jane Core has not been saving his allies from these snares. Jane Core has been trying to play a different role in this game for the last 3 or 4 minutes, and it has not been working for them. Look at this, Jane Core, now he's locked down. AMAM are really turning up the heat here, you guys. Really turning up the heat. They got one pick, and they're turning it into a lot here. Now, Avernus is going to be locked down. Avernus is going to be taken out 14 minutes and 30 seconds in. An ace for AMAM falls. They just pick up one kill after another. Not only did they have an easy time clearing out this tower with no enemies there to contest it, they also have the death timers on stutter, which means that only one member at a time is going to be back here to contest this Nexus, this inhibitor siege rather, which means that they're always going to have a numbers advantage as long as they can secure more kills. Look at Wolf, man. Massive damage. Flash from Core is going to throw PNG Strider into the fight. Does get him taken down, but he still finds a kill nonetheless. And now Rare Candy with continuing stuns and a successful inhibitor defense from our members here at PNG. Great ultimate from Core just to force Rare Candy to stick around. They should be able to pick up an easy kill here. Where's this kill going to go? Rare Candy now shut down by Core. There we go. There we go. So we have a Locket of the Iron Solari and a Blade of the Ruin King built by, what is it, by Gross Pigeon. And a Aegis and a Righteous Glory built by Core. Nami going into the Mikhails as well, which is also a really important one. But I think the Mikhails cooldown should be reduced a lot on this map, in my opinion. AMAM just need a little bit of time to scale. Both teams going to scale fairly well. I think with the healer on blue side, that's going to work well, but there's a lot more damage potential on Team AMAM side. Plus, you have Gross Pigeon, who's going to be exceptionally tanky later on. Here's the ultimate from Frozen. Wants to jump into what is it, Wolf, but he's taking damage right away. Core in the front of the fight can't heal for his carries while he's taking this much damage. Plus, he's not that tanky. Avernus now looking to disengage with an ultimate, gets marked. Aggressed by Rare Candy, saved by Core, but Frozen, he's locked down once again. Avernus is saved over Frozen, and Frozen gets locked down and picked off. This might be a repeat of the last series of events that we saw from AMAM. They're simply going to push forward and attempt to capitalize on Sivir being down. That's the main source of damage for Team PNG. You can see they're already easily hitting the inhibitor. Core might have to take a little bit too much damage here. Wants to eat up the Kog'Maw, force him back, give him some damage, at least keep him from attacking that inhibitor here. Frozen's back. Frozen's moving forward, but the inhibitor will not survive it. Rare Candy aggressing Strider, just backing him off. Frozen's back in the fight, but look at the damage from what is a Wolf. Frozen's exhausted. No kill for him. Oh no, Frozen does get the kill. A late auto attack, and he flashed away and survived, as a matter of fact. I thought it was Kog'Maw that picked up that kill, but no. Kog'Maw goes down. No Nexus turrets for Team AMAM. Core still in the fight, but still taking damage and still not tanky enough. Gross Pigeon is dealing with that man, that Tahm Kench, that fish very easily. Another 1-for-1 trade goes as Ziggs and Lux both fall, but Gross Pigeon's still plenty healthy to make a dive. Rare Candy following up as well. Frozen's actually sustaining off of the Pigeon. Frozen survives by Avernus. Oh my goodness. And now Rare Candy's in a fairly tough situation. That was not a very good bubble by Avernus. I would know. I love Nami. She's my favorite champion. And now Frozen, nice spell shield there. Beautiful. And Rare Candy should end up getting taken down here. In all honesty, they should have just ignored Rare Candy. There was nothing that Rare Candy could do. The best decision there would just ignore Rare Candy, move forward, start clearing the waves. Let the people who are coming in behind you start dealing with that Morgana. She was so low on health. You know, in my opinion, it should have been Avernus building the Righteous Glory or the Talisman. Core is not benefiting from it that much. He's not tanky enough yet. Avernus also almost dropped, just barely dodges out the ensuing Kog'Maw ultimate. Strider trying to 1v1 what is it, Wolf. They need to get him down, but look at this. Wolf wants to 1v4. His damage is massive right now. The late game Kog'Maw, you guys, 18 minutes in. Exhausting a Strider. Wolf should pick up another kill, double for Team AMAM. And now Avernus and Core on the run. Great save. Little bouncy fish right there. Core gets his movement speed bonus, gets Avernus out alive. Gross Pigeon following with a Bork pop. And Core is going to be taken low, but I'm not sure if he's going to end up going down here. It looks like he will as Wolf is following. More heals. Avernus has no mana, you guys. And Core gets dropped. Now 32 seconds on the Tahm Kench, 2 on Frozen, and 9 on Strider. They should be able to defend here for what it's worth, but they need more time, you guys. They need more space, and they need more time than what AMAM is giving them. This is a latch ditch defense effort. Avernus dropped right away with the Mark Dash and auto attacks from what is a Wolf. This Kog'Maw proving to be a little bit too much for Team PNG at the moment. And this game has moved late, but AMAM, they've shown a side of themselves they haven't shown before. The late game team fighting squad, and they built for it well here. It's almost like they knew it was coming. They built the Blade of the Ruin King Trundle, the guy who sustains really well in the early game and can last, and then can do very well in the late game, get super tanky. Then you have the Kog'Maw who scales well, the Lux who's going to be in a good early game, and the Morgana for the late game low cooldown bindings. I like it, man. I like it. AMAM showing a side of themselves that they have not seen before. Gross Pigeon aggressing Core. The ultimate force out of Avernus gets one knockup, but does split up AMAM. AMAM taking lots of damage here. They're not winning out in this skirmish. Strider dealing great damage. Still sitting on his, he's 5, 6, and 6 now, still sitting on his Catalyst the Protector. He's not very valuable in this game, mind you guys. 119 CS on the Sivir though, mind you, because that's going to be big. And the Static Shiv is a build I agree with here as well. There's so many things to be said about the match right now. Static Shiv on Sivir, I agree with it because the wave clear is very important. Nice, easy kill for Frozen. And that's one pick for Team PNG. They pop the ultimates as they get another one. The death timer is going to be long. Frozen still falls. They should not have let What is a Wolf kill Frozen. Frozen was the main siege, and now they lack a lot of damage potential. Jane Core pops the Aegis just to keep himself alive. And how is Gross Pigeon going to go down with no Frozen? Great decision making by What is a Wolf to focus down the Sivir, and with the Sivir dying, that was huge. Huge, huge. Now Gross Pigeon just can survive this, and he's going to be delaying even further. With Sivir here, Gross Pigeon would have had no chance. That might be the game-changing play right there. Was Frozen getting killed by What is a Wolf in the midst of the entire team fight. PNG did not have enough damage to be able to take him down, and Jane Core should have been ready to eat him up as well. Nice kills there for Strider, but these members of PNG, they need to die, and they need to die fast. Strider, you can tell he wants to. Just pressing that F key amidst these minions, he's going to end up giving up a kill, but that's fine. One kill in this late game, that gold is negligible. Avernus now, I like this build. I like this item on the Nami, the Zeke's Herald. The reason is because Sivir needs more damage. They need more damage so they can deal with What is a Wolf. It has to happen. So it looks like things were delayed just long enough to make the game last a little bit longer. It wasn't any sort of advantage taken by PNG because Frozen died. They couldn't clear out the waves any faster. Their inhibitor has just respawned. They're not going to have to deal with these super minions much longer. Jane Core getting more tanky at the moment as well. Going to be reducing the attack speed of the ensuing Kog'Maw, which is also important. They need to deal with the Kog'Maw right now. They absolutely got to do it. Nice dodges by Avernus there. You can see how much damage Strider just took. And What is a Wolf has tons of it. Frozen getting dropped really quickly here. Gross Pigeon pops everything he's got, jumps into the enemy team, forces the inhibitor siege, and now PNG are forced to back off. In one fell swoop, I didn't even see it happen. How so many members of PNG took so much damage in just an instant. But they did, and AMAM is still plenty healthy. But will they be able to continue this? I think one pick merits them continuing this into a Nexus turret siege here, you guys. We're gonna go into team fight mode from now on because the items are pretty much built up. You guys can see them there. Here comes. It's a great bonus, but what? Oh, it gives some armor too. Very nice. What is a Wolf able to siege from long range? That's 3-point siege right there, you guys. And AMAM get the first Nexus turret, but they have to fight for it. They have to fight very hard to get even one Nexus turret down. And with Avernus on the sustains, this kind of delayed fight style is very good for PNG. They just need to get a good jump on What is a Wolf. That's what they need. Do not allow him to sustain. Strider's going to take that into his own hands. Going to start targeting down What is a Wolf. Wolf dealing so much damage to these turrets, you guys. Here comes the ultimate from Avernus. Wants to get the lockdown to Wolf, but he has the Black Shield. They can't really find too much. He's dealing massive damage to pretty much anybody he can, but there is still a decent disengage from PNG. Now, AMAM, after taking lots of damage, forced to back off. Team health just about even now. It seems as though, with the sustains, PNG were able to put themselves in a situation where they can win those trades, and heals from the Nami are so crucial here. Jane Core possibly trying to set himself up for something onto What is a Wolf. They have him isolated. Oh my goodness, if Nami was there to get that knockup, that would have been a dead Kog'Maw and a team fight victory, in my opinion, for PNG. Omega Pulsar. Huge, man. Really, really huge. Zeke's would be better if he had Infinity Edge. True. Good that. And now the wave clear is all dropping at the same time. Wolf has the Black Shield, going aggressive, wants to kill Avernus. Only finds Frozen, and once again, Frozen the first person to fall in the team fight. That's GG, you guys. I don't know what PNG can do after they've lost their Sivir. AMAM are just running all over them right now. Jane Core doesn't have enough damage, almost secures a kill on What is a Wolf, but isn't quite there with it. Avernus secures one. The 3v1 Nami, you guys. No, What is a Wolf survives. I was looking for it. I was hoping for it. 35 seconds on the death timers for Team PNG. Strider, the only one left alive, wants to secure a kill on What Is It Wolf. At least he gets it, but still with Gross Pigeon being so tanky and Strider now falling, this should be the game in favor of Team AMAM. And ladies and gentlemen, AMAM take the set 2-0, hold on to their undefeated record in the scariest match for them, I'm sure, that they've ever had here in the Draft Labs Tournament Series. PNG really stuck it to them today. They won the early game. They got the first tower down. There were a few crucial mistakes, and all of them were so small. It's so surprising to think that just off of a few picks of one Sivir, one champion on the enemy team, that AMAM were able to capitalize off that and make victories out of it. But we don't see AMAM 25 minutes and 30 seconds into the game ever. So here at this stage in the match, AMAM, they can capitalize on single picks. They can do these things. So Frozen, being the carry of this game, having the most potential damage and the one that really needs to skirmish out with What Is a Wolf, got picked off at two crucial moments during this late game and allowed AMAM to continue their push forward, to grab an inhibitor, get an extra tower, get a Nexus tower, and then end up occupying blue side's base for long enough to simply just whittle them down and, you know, be there when they won the team fight so they can win the game. It looked like standard AMAM play throughout the entirety of the match, even though we've never seen it before. If we were to assume, before this game, if we were to assume how AMAM would play 25 minutes in the game, it would be just like that. Still, non-stop aggression, still always putting it down, always trying to siege, playing it just like it's level 3. Taking the littlest bit, the littlest timing windows to siege down the towers whenever they can. It was an impressive game and an eye-opener for everyone, I'm sure, because this shows a completely different side of AMAM that we've never seen before, but it also goes to show, and it shows that they're strong in the late game, but it also goes to show that AMAM, if they're going to lose, this is how it's going to be done, because they definitely faltered here. PNG made a fantastic play in this match, man. I can't say enough about PNG's plays this game, man. They picked the right compositions. They picked the right style of champions. They had just the right ideas in mind. It was the little things that ended up losing them these games. Sticking around their low health tower too long in the first match. Frozen being picked off first in these matches. My goodness, man. My goodness. That was awesome. Well played. Well played. Congratulations to AMAM. They go 2-0 and hold on to their undefeated record in Draft Labs. GG.